Okay, hi everybody. Hello again from Osaka, Japan. We've got a few more rare records to show you, spurred on by a couple of interesting things. I mean, today is Canada Day, so I've been Skyping in on my friends' smartphones and hanging out with a lot of people by remote control. It's been fun. And also, I was sharing a conversation with a fellow Canadian, a guy who calls himself Danimal, and we were talking via comments about Bobby Liebley of Pentagram and his recovery from drug abuse, and the documentary that should be coming out in the next couple of months called Last Days Here. So I've been really excited to see Last Days Here. I'm happy it hasn't leaked out and been exploited. The money will be going to Bobby and his family. I mean, he has a young wife, he has a new baby. I really hope them the best. And today I will be talking about Pentagram and various other hard rock and heavy metal bands. I've wanted to do a metal version of this blog for a little while, but I wanted to get the psych and prog and international stuff out of the way first. So when the mood takes me, I really do like a bit of the old hard rock and heavy metal. So I'd like to show some of those records and talk about them a little bit. So really, where it all starts for me, I don't know about you, but personally, where it all starts for me is Blue Cheer. I do love the Blue Cheer, and here we have their first album, Vincebus Eruptum, which is Latin for Controlled Chaos, as far as I know, with Lee Stevens, Paul Whaley, Dickie Peterson, may he rest in peace. We've unfortunately lost Dickie, so the Blue Cheer are no more. But we still have these to hang on to, and we have a great band in our memory. So anyways, here is the first Blue Cheer album in all its glory. It's a brilliant album. Everybody who likes hard rock, fuzz, psychedelia, they should have that album. Another one that's kind of cool, I have a bootleg of the second Blue Cheer album. This is Outside Inside in its independent, quite possibly illegitimate bootleg form. This is a single cover, black and white pressing. Still has the same great picture of them performing live on the back, but the original is a monster. It's this huge, fold-out, blue and red, psychedelic cover. Really different looking, really amazing. Their second album's great too. I mean, Blue Cheer, you really can't lose. Later on they mellowed out, but those are great albums too. So those are my Blue Cheer albums. I really just wanted to show a couple of prototype heavy metal albums before I get onto the other stuff. So this I found a while ago. This is Cactus. Restrictions. I was really happy with this. It's a great album. It sounds really cool. Awesome playing. Nice album cover. And this was a four-piece, an American band. Some former members of the Jeff Beck group, and this is 1971. And a lot of people compared Cactus to Led Zeppelin, but I beg to differ. I think this is quite an original band, and it would be a bit of a disservice to them to compare them directly to another band. They really have a sound of their own, and they're very interesting. So I'm looking forward to hearing the earlier albums by Cactus. Another album that in my opinion anyway, everybody should have. This is Captain Beyond. So this is a progressive, psychedelic, hard rock album. Really out there. It's got the singer of Deep Purple, Rod Evans, their first lineup singer, guitarist of Iron Butterfly, drummer Bobby Caldwell, later to be in Armageddon. He also played in Steam Hammer, I believe. Lee Dorman on bass. This is an excellent album with track titles like 1,000 Days of Yesterdays and Mesmerization Eclipse. I mean, how could it not be bad? This is an incredible album. If you see it, pick it up. It's just great. Okay, now here we go. Here's my response to Mr. Danimal. I would like to show my Pentagram albums. So here we go. Through the years of Pentagram, there's been a lot of lineups. and this is what I have with me in Osaka. I have some different ones in Canada, but so here's the UK Peaceville issue of the first album called Relentless. It was originally self-titled as far as I know, but here's the second issue. It's Relentless on Peaceville. Has the song Sign of the Wolf, which to me is a very important song in the Pentagram discography. It's an excellent song. You can find a lot of different versions, live bootleg, or studio version, whatever. Sign of the Wolf is an incredible song. So yeah, Pentagram, Relentless. I also have a particular favorite of mine is Sub-Basement, which Joe Hasselvander, the drummer, actually picked up his '69 Gibson SG, played the guitars, played the drums, played the bass too, and Bobby Liebling contributes the vocals. So mix of new and old tracks, lots of classic stuff. Got Hasselvander in his shades and Bobby up at the podium. Lots of good tracks. Drive Me to the Grave, Buzzsaw, Bloodlust, After the Last, Out of Luck. It's a great album. What else do we have? Another Hasselvander era album, Review Your Choices. Supposedly, as I read in a Hasselvander interview, the drum mics weren't quite right. So this album has a kind of lo-fi, extra bassy, fuzzy sound, which is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a very good album. And you've got the great album cover with the Mexican velvet painting. Here you go. Here's your vices. You can decide what will become of you. Review your choices. And good songs. Burning Rays. The Diver. The Diver is a pretty creepy song. Mow You Down, a very fast, aggressive, heavy song. Review Your Choice is another great album. Chilling Cover. This one kind of freaked me out. Show 'em How. So, great album with good songs and really good playing. But Bobby Liebling's condition really scared me. I mean, if you look at the inside sleeve, if you look at this picture of Bobby here, he just looks ghoulish. He looks a mess. You know, his documented substance abuse problems and just general reclusiveness, he just looks like a horror. But on the album itself, he sounds incredible. I mean, you see him under the song credits here. Wow, he was just not in good shape. But luckily, he's turned it around, as far as we know, and I'm really glad for that. But Show 'Em How's an excellent album. Not to put down the album, but the guy just looked a wreck. And here is Last Rites. This is the most recent Pentagram album, with Victor Griffith, the original guitar player, returning to the fold. Drummer Tim Tomaselli, of course Mr. Liebling, and on bass, I think it's actually Victor Griffith's nephew, Greg Turley. And yeah, this is a very good album. I really like Call the Man. Windmills and Chimes has a really nice 60s psych vibe. It's a good album. So yeah, it doesn't disappoint. I mean, I ordered it from Metal Blade, waited with bated breath, and got the box in the mail. Oh, new Pentagram, here we go. I was really happy about that. So I'm always happy to hear another Pentagram album. Let's hope we get a few more. Yeah, moving on. We've been listening to Joe Hasselvander's album, The Hounds of Hasselvander. This is what's been playing in the background. This is the latest album from the Pentagram contributor, Raven drummer, solo artist. This is called The Ninth Hour. Lots of great tracks, a very good album, and I'm impressed with it. It's really great. What I really like about it is he does a cover of Mountain, Don't Look Around. So if my timing is correct, the first track should be finishing, and we will have Don't Look Around in the background while I rifle through the rest of the metal albums that I wanted to show you. So yeah, The Hounds of Hasselvander, very good album. I recommend it. Check it out. And put out on vinyl by Black Widow. So that's always good. So here we go through the other things. We have Angel Witch, the new wave of British heavy metal band. Name of the band, Angel Witch. Name of the album, same. And their great track is Angel Witch. So a very good band. I also really like Confused. Their song Confused is awesome. So there's the Angel Witch. Bathory, the Swedish pre-black metal band that everybody seems to dig. This is Bloodfired Death. I've always liked Bathory, and I've never had any of their vinyl, so I was really happy to find this. I was wandering around downtown and found this at a record sale. So this is Bathory's Bloodfired Death with Quorthon, another rest in peace case, a great contributor to metal music. Bathory. Okay. I have Celtic Frost. I watched a documentary on them today on YouTube. Really cool. Into the Pandemonium with original member Thomas Gabriel Warrior, Reed St. Mark, and Martin Eric Ein. So here is Celtic Frost Into the Pandemonium. The great cover art. I believe it's Hieronymus Bosch. I wish I would have scored their first album with the H.R. Geiger cover art, but it sold out before I could make it back to the record shop. Italian band, Death SS. This one I didn't really get into it so much. I probably have to spin it some more. I didn't really dig it. I don't know what happened. It was quite expensive and I was really excited about it, but I just didn't really get into it. I guess maybe their earlier albums are better or something. If anybody knows anything about Death SS, I would appreciate you shoot me a message and tell me what's up. Demon. Now this Night of the Demon album is awesome. It's got this like Rocky Erickson occult, spiritual, philosophical vibe. You should really listen to this if you get a chance. Night of the Demon, Into the Nightmare. The song Father of Time is incredible. This is a very, very good album and it blew me away. This Demon album is great. I know they have more albums. I haven't heard the other ones yet, but this Night of the Demon is something else. Running out of time, so I'm just going to tear through these. Hell Commander, German band, very riffy. It's not the best condition, so I hopefully can upgrade it. But it's just this riff-rockin', black metal inspired album, and it's really good. Death to My Enemies. I was really happy with that. King Diamond, Fatal Portrait. This cover scares the hell out of me, and I always enjoy him, the Danish leader of Merciful Fate. Yeah, the old King Diamond. He is amazing. Such vocal range, such theatrics. Omen, there's an epic metal album on Roadrunner, which is quite good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I've never seen it before. The mighty Manilla Road. Here's another one up in the category of Pentagram, a legendary band in underground metal, and even preceding it. So this is an amazing album, and you should check it out if you get a chance. I also have their Viking-themed album, Voyager, which was quite good, but I still prefer the earlier Manilla Road. Their roadie, Brian Hell Roadie Patrick, took over on vocals, and their sound changed quite a bit. Kind of a twist, kind of a modern twist. And here's Voivod, Nothing Face. This was an album that was very dear to me in elementary school, actually, with their cover of Syd Barrett's Astronomy Domini, one of my great heroes, Syd Barrett, covered in a metal fashion. Witchfind, new wave of British heavy metal. This is really great. If you can find it, give them hell. And Wheel, a German doom metal band that did a cover of Rocky Erickson's Night of the Vampire. I like this. It's quite good. And finally, I wanted to show you my Black Sabbath box set. This is a Spanish Sabbath box set, Sabbath Collection, Volume 1. If you see it, it's pretty cool. It's got Paranoid, the first album, and Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. So that's it for that. So I better go before this thing cuts off on me. So thank you everyone for watching, and happy Canada Day to those it concerns. Thank you to Derek for watching in Punk, Texas, and Janimal 300 for talking to me about Pentagram, and anybody I missed. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and take care. Cheers.